Welcome to the culinary journey of the beloved macarao Alfredo con frango y brocolis. This dish, a harmonious blend of creamy, savory Alfredo sauce, tender chicken and crunchy broccoli served over perfectly cooked pasta, is a favorite in many households. But where did it originate and how did it evolve into the hearty meal we know today? Our story begins in Rome, Italy, with a man named Alfredo di Lelio. In the early 20th century, Alfredo was searching for a dish to appease his pregnant wife's delicate appetite. He concocted a simple yet delightful mixture of butter and Parmesan cheese, tossed with fettuccine. This fettuccine Alfredo quickly became a hit in his local restaurant and eventually drew attention from American tourists. The dish took on a new life when it crossed the Atlantic and reached the United States. American chefs, known for their penchant to adapt and improvise, began adding ingredients to the original recipe. The introduction of chicken or frango provided the dish with a hearty protein element, transforming it from a side dish to a main course. The rich, creamy sauce paired perfectly with the lean, tender chicken, creating a combination that was both satisfying and flavorful. But the evolution did not stop there. The dish continued to diversify with the addition of broccoli or broccolis. The crisp, vibrant green florets added not only a pop of color but also a textural contrast and a hint of earthiness. This addition rounded out the dish, making it a complete meal with protein, carbs, and vegetables. Over time, the dish we now know as macarao Alfredo con frango e brocolis has become a beloved staple in American Italian cuisine. It is a testament to the power of culinary adaptation and the universal love for comfort food. The story of this dish is one of transformation, showing us how a simple recipe can evolve to meet the tastes and needs of different cultures. Now that you know the story behind this delicious dish, it's time to dive into the recipe. Scene script. Every great dish starts with high-quality ingredients. For our macarao Alfredo con frango y brocolis, we'll need a few key ingredients. Let's start with the pasta. Any type of fettuccine will work, but I recommend going for a brand that uses durum wheat for that perfect al dente texture. Next, we have the chicken. Opt for boneless, skinless chicken breasts. They're lean, tender, and soak up flavors beautifully. Then there's the broccoli, a powerhouse of nutrients that adds a wonderful crunch to our dish. Look for fresh, bright green heads with tight florets. Our sauce ingredients are heavy cream, butter, and Parmesan cheese. For the cream and butter, go for full-fat versions to ensure a rich, creamy Alfredo sauce. As for the Parmesan, freshly grated cheese melts better and adds a superior flavor. Remember, the quality of ingredients can make or break your dish. With all these ingredients ready, we can now start cooking. First off, we'll tackle the chicken and broccoli. Now, the key to a flavorful macarao Alfredo con frango y brocolis is in the preparation of these two main ingredients. Let's start with the chicken. Select boneless, skinless chicken breasts. They're lean, easy to work with, and absorb flavors beautifully. Begin by patting the chicken dry with a paper towel. This ensures the spices stick well to the chicken and also helps to get a nice sear. Now let's move on to the seasoning. Sprinkle some salt, pepper, and your choice of Italian herbs evenly on both sides. Don't be shy with your seasonings. This is where we build layers of flavor. Heat some olive oil in a pan over medium heat. Once the oil is hot, place the chicken breasts in the pan and cook each side for about 6 to 7 minutes. You're looking for a golden brown crust and a juicy interior. Remember, chicken continues to cook even after it's removed from heat due to residual heat, so be careful not to overcook it. Once done, set it aside to rest. Now, onto the broccoli. Fresh broccoli is always the best choice. Cut the broccoli into bite-sized florets, keeping size consistency for even cooking. Steaming is a great way to cook broccoli, as it retains most of the nutrients and gives a vibrant color. To steam, bring about an inch of water to a boil in a pot. Place the broccoli in a steamer basket or a colander and set it over the boiling water. Cover and let it steam for about 4 to 5 minutes. You're aiming for tender, crisp broccoli that still has a bit of a bite. With the chicken and broccoli prepared, we've laid a strong foundation for our macarao Alfredo con frango e brocolis. Remember, good cooking is all about patience and attention to detail. With our chicken and broccoli cooked to perfection, let's move on to the next step. Now, let's get saucy and create our decadent Alfredo sauce. This luscious, creamy concoction is so simple, yet incredibly indulgent and is key to the magic of our macarao Alfredo con frango y brocolis. We're going to start with butter, the backbone of our sauce. Place a saucepan over medium heat and let's melt a generous amount of butter. This isn't just any sauce, it's Alfredo. It's all about the richness, the creaminess, the indulgence. So don't hold back on the butter. As it melts, it will start to bubble and froth, releasing that irresistible buttery aroma. Once the butter is completely melted, it's time to add our heavy cream. Pour it slowly into the saucepan, stirring it into the butter. A heavenly blend of butter and cream, this is the base of our Alfredo sauce. The cream gives the sauce its velvety texture and adds a beautiful richness that's simply divine. Now we stir in the star of the show, the Parmesan cheese. Grated finely, it should melt easily into the hot cream and butter mixture, transforming it into a thick, luxurious sauce. This is where the magic happens, where the sauce takes on that characteristic Alfredo personality. The Parmesan gives the sauce a wonderful depth of flavor, a slight tanginess that cuts through the richness of the butter and cream. And here's a crucial tip: keep stirring. I cannot stress this enough. Continuous stirring is key to a smooth, creamy Alfredo sauce. It prevents the sauce from burning and it helps to evenly distribute the heat, ensuring that all the ingredients meld together perfectly. Plus, it's downright therapeutic. You'll see the sauce start to thicken and bubble, and the aroma will have your mouth watering in anticipation. This is your Alfredo sauce, rich, creamy, and oh so decadent. Just a few more stirs and voila! There you have it, a perfectly creamy and indulgent Alfredo sauce. Our Alfredo sauce is now rich and creamy, ready to meet our pasta. Now, who's ready to bring it all together? Now comes the exciting part, marrying all our elements together. Imagine a symphony. Each instrument plays its part, but it's when they come together that magic happens. The same is true with our Macarao Alfredo con frango e brocolis. We've prepared each component with care, and now it's time to unite them into a harmonious dish. Let's begin with the pasta. Our macarao, that's Portuguese for pasta by the way, is the foundation of our dish. It's been cooked to al dente perfection, and now it's ready to be dressed in our creamy Alfredo sauce. Pour the sauce over the pasta, ensuring it's well coated. The pasta, acting like a sponge, will absorb the flavors of the sauce, creating a dish that's as rich in flavor as it is in texture. Now let's introduce our stars, the chicken and broccoli. These two have been prepared with love and they're ready to join the party. Add the chicken and broccoli to the pasta and sauce mixture. As you do so, remember to distribute them evenly. This is crucial because we want every bite to be a celebration of flavors. You might be asking why we're so particular about evenly distributing all ingredients. Well, it's simple. You see, in every bite, we want you to taste the tenderness of the chicken, the crunch of the broccoli, and the creaminess of the Alfredo sauce. We want every forkful to tell a story, the story of the perfect balance of flavors and textures. So, my friends, mix, and mix some more. Let the ingredients dance together, let the flavors meld, and let the textures play off each other. This is the secret to a successful macarao Alfredo con frango e brocolis. Take a moment to admire your creation. The creamy pasta, the tender chicken, the crunchy broccoli, it's a symphony of flavors and textures waiting to be enjoyed. And there you have it, the delectable macarao Alfredo con frango e brocolis. Finally, it's time to present our culinary masterpiece. Plating is an art in itself, and with a dish as vibrant and rich as our macarao Alfredo con frango e brocolis, you'll want to make sure it looks as good as it tastes. A large white serving dish can make the colors of the chicken, broccoli, and Alfredo sauce pop. Consider arranging the pasta in a twirl at the center, with chunks of chicken and broccoli artfully scattered around. For garnish, a sprinkle of freshly grated Parmesan cheese or a sprig of fresh parsley can add an extra touch of elegance. And remember, this dish is best served immediately while it's still hot and the flavors are at their peak. Don't be afraid to get creative with your sides or garnishes. Experimenting is part of the fun in cooking. Perhaps a side of garlic bread or a glass of white wine to complement the dish? Now, you're ready to serve and enjoy your own macarao Alfredo con frango e brocolis. Happy cooking!